Hey guys, thanks for tuning into my channel. I wanted to do a little video today talking about Dota Underlords. And the reason why is I've been playing a lot of Underlords. I've hosted some Underlords events, and my wife was talking to me about how she wanted to start playing and she really wasn't sure how to play. So I'm making this video for her and I figure I could share it with you guys. So Dota Underlords is what we call auto chess or auto battler type of genre. It started when it was just normal Dota auto chess in the Dota client, and then from there it spawned Dota Underlords. It spawned there's regular auto chess, there's teamfight tactics. There's just a lot of games in this genre now. So I'm pretty excited about playing auto chess. I love it. It reminds me a lot of card games, and I have a history with Magic the Gathering. So because my wife plays Magic the Gathering, I'm going to try to explain everything with a Magic the Gathering type of angle. So let's get into some of our windows. So this first window, this is going to be where you start. This 24 over here, you're going to see this is your level, and as you play ranked games or you play against the bot on what's called Proto Pass, you can earn experience, and then when you earn experience, you get new things. So, for example, if we go all the way over to level 1, you can see that you're going to get, this is where you start, and then you get like flag banners, you get effects for when you win, and doesn't actually do anything in the game. It's just kind of cool. As you get experience, you just get some new cosmetic stuff. And I am almost to level 25 to finish out my Proto Pass, and you just end up getting experience. And what you have is these daily challenges. Once you actually finish the challenge, you earn the XP. You'll click Claim XP here, and then you can click New Challenge. You get a new challenge every 24 hours, and you can try to gain XP. You also have these achievements, and these achievements allow you to earn experience as well. I've got a couple, most of them are at 3-star because I've gotten all the 2-star ones done. But every time you finish one of these, you'll also have the Claim XP button, and then you'll be able to earn more of these little things here that you can use to equip to your flag in game. Again, doesn't do anything, it's just a cosmetic thing, but it just gives you something to play for when you're playing the game. So let's take a look. And again, this is your main screen. You also have the ability to, this is in the beta season, so if you want to talk about how you get ranks, I really wouldn't worry so much about rank placement, but what it is that there's just different levels of seasonal ranks, and you start here with Upstart, and it goes 1 through 5, and then once you get past 5, you go into the next level. So you go Upstart, Grifter, Outlaw, Enforcer, blah blah blah, all the way through to Lord of the White Spire, and you just need experience to do that. Well, the way to get experience is when you win a game, you get 100 experience towards your rank. Second is 75, and so on and so forth. So if you get 8th, you lose 100. And if you see here, this is how you get through to each level. So you've got to get 500 experience to get to the next one, 1130, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Up to 7600 is how you get to Lord of the White Spire. So I'm in this rank in here. In Big Boss, I still need to get up to 7600 to be able to get to Lord of the White Spire, and I am very far away. So that's how you get points. Now let's talk about the game itself. So the way it works is every game you're going to start with 1 gold, and we're going to go into a sample game so that you understand what everything is, but there's a bunch of heroes, and what these heroes do is you place them on the board, and then they will auto fight the team across the other side. And the reason that this game is so interesting is because heroes have 1 or 2 of what we call alliances. So you can see here Anti-Mage has Elusive, and he also has Demon Hunter, and I'll just sort through here really fast. You can see every single hero has at least 2, and some have 3, like Dragon Knight. And all that means is that when you have a certain number of that particular alliance on the board, you're going to get a bonus. So for Anti-Mage, if I click on Anti-Mage, you'll see he's an elusive, so you see 369. All that means is that if you have 3 elusives on the board, all of your elusive units gain 20% evasion, and then 6 gives 45, 9 gives 75% evasion. And then Demon Hunter, if you have one Demon Hunter, it'll invalidate someone else's alliance if they have demons. And then if you have 2, it does that, plus they get additional damage. So you can see that for all of the different alliances. You'll see here under alliances, you can just kind of put your mouse over it, and it'll tell you what every single alliance in the game will do. And it's nice to be able to know which alliances you want to be, what alliances you want to be in, because that way you don't have to you know, really give it too much thought. You'll already know kind of what's going on. So there's some alliances that are better than others, and you just kind of realize that as you play. And so you also are going to have items, and the way items work is whenever you have a loot round, and there are different loot rounds, you'll see. So round 1, round 2, round 3, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. I have never seen anything past round 40. So these, this 45 and 50, yeah, not sure how those work, but these are what we call basically non-player characters, and if you beat them, you are if you win or lose, you're going to get an item. So if you lose against them, you don't lose any health, but you will get an item. But the item will be a little bit lower level than what you should be getting. If you beat them, you get an item of the level you're supposed to be at or above, and it just kind of goes this way. But the cool thing is that, you know, you're always going to be able to get an item. And the good thing about items is you can just kind of, you can hover on it, it tells you what it does, and you can only put one item on one character or one hero, and then if you want to switch it to a different hero, you just drag it and switch it to another hero. So if you want to learn what all the items do, you can basically just click on any of this stuff and it'll tell you exactly what it does. So remember, everything can only hold one item, and you can switch. You don't have to sell it to get rid of it. So anyway, so we talked about our alliances, we talked about our heroes, and we didn't talk about actually how to make different levels of characters. So what happens is you can buy you can buy heroes, and if you have 3 of a hero on your team, it'll turn into a level 2 hero. A level 2 hero is clearly better than a level 1 hero, and if you have 3 level 2 heroes, it turns into a level 3 hero, so it becomes even better. So that's kind of the name of the game, is you want to have a strong alliance, which are we talked about alliances, you want to have a strong one of these. So if you maybe have 3 hunters or whatever, and then you're trying to make 2-star and 3-star units, and that is pretty much the basics. So now that we've done that, these are also, when we talk about loadout, all these are just cosmetics. They don't do anything. You can click on it and you can pick, you know, which one you want to have. I kind of like the pig, so I will equip that and close. You can earn different boards. All of this again is just doesn't do anything in the game to help you. It's just fun to see. So don't worry about those. But let's go back to the main menu. If we're playing in the main menu, let us play a game against the bot. And when you play against bots, what this means is it's for fun, so that you can learn. And I would suggest that when you first start playing, you start on easy, then you go to medium, challenging, hardcore, and then you can go proto pass. And that way, you know, you can make sure that you have a pretty good idea of how it works. I'm going to click play at our own pace so that we can kind of walk through, and let's play on easy to kind of show you the basics. So the very first thing you're going to see is you're going to have all 8 players in the game, and round 1, like we talked about, is a loot round. So in our loot round, normally you have this timer up here, this red bar. This red bar will slowly go down, and then when it's out, the turn is going to start. Since we are playing you know, against bots and learning, I have it so that we're not going to do that until we hit this play button off to the side. So up top, you're going to see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different options. I also in the bottom right where that X is, you're going to see that it says 1 and then the X. So 1 is how much gold I have. If I hit X, it'll close my shop. So click on the little shop, It opens it up, click X, it closes it. Simple, simple. I also have 1 gold, so that means you can see all of these heroes cost 1 gold, so I could buy any of them. And then you're also going to see a couple other things in the menu. You're off to the right here, next to the razor, you're going to see this little circle, it looks like a recycle button, and it has a 2 over it. Now the 2 is grayed out because I don't have 2 gold, but if you hit this recycle, it will refresh everything that's in your shop with 5 different units that you haven't chosen. So like if I chose anti-mage here and then I hit refresh, everything the next time will be not Ogre Magi, Drow Ranger, or Razor. It could be anti-mage again, but part of this game is that when you refresh, it doesn't show you on the very next shop something that you've already, or that you already passed over. You're also going to see we have XP. This is where it shows a 1, and then it has a 5, and it has 0 of 1. So what this 1 means that we are level 1. So that means we only get 1 unit onto our board. And depending on what level you are, you get different odds of certain tier units showing up. So the better the tier, normally the better the unit. So level 1 units are okay, level 2 better, 3, 4, and 5. 5 are legendary units. So every round that you go through, because if you top right, you can see where it says round 1. Every round you get 1 experience. So when I buy a unit this time, I will go down to 0 gold. So let's buy Anti-Mage. And as you can see in the bottom right, my gold went to 0. And now in order to put him on the board, I can click him. And if you see, there's a red outline to our map, right? So that means that's where you can place any of your guys can go on this side. The other side is going to be your opponent's side. So in order to place him, all you do is you just take your mouse, click it over, and then you just drag him where you want to drag him. So I put him on my board, and now, since I don't have any gold, because if you look over here, you can see that it has 0 at the very bottom right. So no more gold. And I can close my shop if I wanted to. And I'm going to press play. Again, normally when you're playing, the rounds are going to do this automatically. So now, this is my loot round. Here come the minions. They are going to fight against my guy, and they suck. So the first 3 rounds, you're just going to be, you just kill them. You know, nothing to it. What you're also going to see on the right side is, you can look over here, you'll see that there is these little icons, right? So this one is telling me I have a Demon Hunter, and I also have Elusive. So now that I won, I get to pick one of these items. I'm going to choose to pick Hood of Defiance. And I'm going to put my Hood of Defiance. As you can see, watch, let's close the shop. My Hood of Defiance here on the right side. All I do is I just click on it, and then I can drag it to my guy. Boom. Now, I open my shop. I have 3 anti-mages in here. Well, I already own 1. I do have 2 gold, so I can buy a second one. And now, whenever you have the ability to buy a 3rd piece that will turn it into a level 2, it'll make that glow. So I'm going to buy, I see I have 1 more gold, so I'll buy it. Boom. So now I have a level 2 anti-mage. Now, if I click on him, level 2 anti-mage has 1,000 HP. His damage is 100. DPS, or his attack rate, this is how fast he attacks, so he hits 0.83 of an attack per second, and all of this other stuff, his armor, and then also all of your heroes have sometimes they have passives, and then also sometimes they have just abilities. His passive is that when he attacks something, he burns the opponent's mana on each attack, dealing 50% of the mana burned as damage to the target. And he doesn't make mana, but any hero that has an ability that's not passive will make mana. And as soon as you have full mana for your ability, you will use it. And I'll show you that here in a second when we get a different hero. So again, I don't have any more gold, so I can't buy any of this stuff. If you see here, it says 1 of 2, because now I'm level 2. I got that 1 experience, which put me to level 2. Next turn, I'll get another experience, will take me to level 3. But since I don't have any gold, I can't buy any more units. But it's better to have a level 2 unit, usually, than to have just 2 level 1 units. So, we're going to fight again. incoming creeps, and Anti-Mage will certainly take care of these guys without any trouble. And again, after we beat them, we will go to a loot round, and then we'll be able to choose another item, and we will be getting gold. So, the other thing is that every time you go through a round, you're going to see... Alright, so now I've got another hood, I have Claymore, I also have Aegis of the Immortal. Now, if you want to know what items do, I will put a link into showing you where other items are. So I'm just going to take another hood. Why not? Alright, so here's my shop again, and now I have 3 gold, because every turn you're going to be getting more gold. So I want to, right now I have a Demon Hunter, so if on the right side you're going to see there's these 3 little tabs. The first tab will tell you what alliances you have on board, and right now I have Demon Hunter and I have Elusive. Now I still need 2 more Elusive to get the bonus, and for here I do get the bonus for 1 Demon Hunter, but I get an additional bonus if I have a 2nd Demon Hunter. The second tab, this is going to show how much damage your units is doing. So Anti-Mage did 678 damage last round, and then this talks about the ranged creep and the mega creeps, what they did. Not really that important. So anyway, what I need now is I could use maybe another Demon Hunter, because then that'll give me extra damage. I can also use some more Elusive units, but I don't have any of that here. So I have 3 gold. I'm just going to choose to go with a Chaos Knight. I'll put him on board. And now I have a Demon, and all Demon units gain 50% pure damage as long as there's only one type of that Demon. So I could have a couple of... Let me close this. I could have a couple Chaos Knight on the board and still get the bonus, but if I had a Chaos Knight and a different Demon, it wouldn't work. And now I have another gold. I will just choose this Ogre Magi, and you can also move your guys on the board. So if you just click them, you can just move them around wherever you want to. I'm going to put this Ogre Magi here in the middle, and then I also have this Hood of Defiance, and I will give it to my Chaos Knight. So now I've got 3 units on board, 3 of 3. I don't have any more gold. And now let's go into our loot round. And remember, when you're playing, you're not going to be able to kind of stop the round. It will be much faster than this. So that's why I say play against bots and learn how to play and dealing with the time. It's kind of frustrating when you're first learning to play that something like that happens where you run out of time, you don't know what's going on. So all right, so we won again. So we're going to be able to, because we're looting, we're going to be able to choose another item. And I can choose, I will choose a Claymore and see if I can, so now what Claymore does, it gives, if I put it on something, it will give it 30 extra attack damage. So I will give it to my Anti-Mage. So now this hood is no longer equipped. It's glowing red, tells you that it can be equipped. So I will equip it to my Ogre Magi. So let's open our shop again. So now, remember, I'm trying to find multiples of things. So I see a Chaos Knight here. I also see an Ogre Magi. So that will give me 2 Chaos Knights and 2 Ogre Magi. So next round, I can maybe hopefully find a third and make a level 2. There's also 2 Juggernauts here, but that would be 4 gold. And I don't have 4 gold. I only have 1 left. I also know that next round I'm going to be able to get 1 more experience, which will take me to level 4, and then I will be able to put 4 units on the board. So next round I'll be able to put 4 on the board no matter what. So even though I don't have any alliances right now, I'm just putting out strong units, and we're going to just kind of see what happens. On the left-hand side, you can see all of the life totals, and then also all the gold. So I have 1 gold, AthenaBot has 6 gold, and 100 life. Everybody has 100 life. If you go to 0 life, you die. And then your game's over. So again, this other number is how much gold they have, and then this number is what level they are. So it'll say everybody's level 3 right now. It does cost 5 gold to get 4 experience. So right now, I need 1 more experience to go up a level. So next turn, you'll see why that's important. So let's close this out. And now we're going to be fighting against GinaBot. So everybody fights against somebody else, and then we see what happens. And it looks like right now we are beating GinaBot thoroughly, and we defeated GinaBot all of our guys are alive. So now Genabot is going to take damage equal to the stars that we have on board. So Gina took 4 damage because I have a level 2, a level 1, and another level 1. So round 5, I'm going to get 5 gold, and I also get 1 extra gold because I won. Now, I can now put a 4th unit on the board. Well, if you look into the shop, you can see that these little glowing things tell you how close you are to the next level of an alliance. So I need 3 elusive to get to this alliance. I need 2 knights to get to this alliance. So what I can do is I've got 7 gold. So I can buy a Bat Rider. I can also buy another Bat Rider. And then I can put this Bat Rider into play. So now, if we close this shop, I can click that first tab and it'll show me my alliances. I got Demon. And it'll show me what demons I have. I've got Demon Hunter, and now I've got 2 knights. So now knights will take in 15% less physical damage and magic damage, and an additional 15% less when standing 1 cell away from another knight. So you want to have your knights be close together because then it essentially goes and doubles up how much damage they can prevent. So right now they're preventing 30% less damage so long as they hang out together. So now I could also buy some other stuff in the shop, but I don't really need that. So now the other question is, I have 5 gold. I can spend 5 gold right now, and that will give me 4 experience, which will take me to the next level. So let's see what happens. Boom. So I spent my 5 gold. Now I'm level 5. I can place another unit on the board because I'm level 5, so I get 5 units. So let's place this other Chaos Knight. But remember, we want to have our knights together. Remember, they protect each other if they're together. So we'll just move this guy over here, move this one over here, and just for fun, I'm just going to give the hood to both the Chaos Knights. Now, I still get my demon bonus because even though I have 2 demons, they're the same demon. So as long as it's the same demon, you get the bonus. If they're different demons, you don't get the bonus. So I've got no gold. I've got a couple matches down here, and now we're going to fight against Tyrolbot. It'll also tell you what they have. So he has the Druid Alliance. And right now, he only has 1 level 2, and our guys look like they are much stronger than his team. So we are going to kill him thoroughly. So because I won, I am going to be able to get 1 extra gold for winning. And then I'm also going to be able to get round. So I get 5 gold every round, plus I get 1 extra for winning. Now, if you start win streaking, which means you start winning games in a row, you'll get more gold. So again, I wouldn't worry too much about that right now, but you can get extra gold for winning a bunch and also losing a bunch. And, you know, just, again, for beginners, don't really worry too much about that. Just kind of worry about making as many level 2 characters or level 2 heroes as you can. Right now, you can see that it's telling me if I get another Bloodbound, this will give me 2 Bloodbound. I can also get another Demon Hunter because Terrorblade is a Demon Hunter. I can get a 3rd Knight, I can get a 2nd Troll, and another Warlock. And this is just kind of a matter of taste. For me, I don't really like Ogre Magi, so what I can do is I can sell Ogre Magi. So if I click on Ogre Magi, the left side says this little guy in a trash can. I can throw him in the trash can. So I pick him up and throw him in the trash. And now I got the gold back. Same thing for this one. I'm going to throw him in the trash. So now I've got 8. This Terrorblade is going to be my extra demon. I'm going to place him on the board. Now I've got 2 demons. So not only do I invalidate my opponent's demon alliance, all my demons and all my Demon Hunter units gain an extra 50% pure damage. So these Chaos Knights are now much better. I can also buy this Omni Knight because, again, I'm trying to build knights and he is another knight. So the question now is this knight, the Omni Knight, better than my Bat Rider? Almost certainly. So I'm going to move this over and I will just replace him. And now I've got 3 knights in the middle and my Demon Hunters on the sides just for fun. And you can organize your bench any way you want to. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces on the bench for extra stuff. We've got 2 gold available. I'll just buy these Warlocks just for fun. And I've got no gold now. The other thing about gold, though, is every 10 gold you have, at the end of the round, you're going to get interest. So you get 10% interest. So if you have 10 gold, you're going to get 1 extra gold in interest. So you do want to build your economy up so there is a balance between spending your money and then also being able to field a team that's good, but then you still want to be able to get to 50 gold because you can only gain 5 interest every round. So any gold you have over 50 doesn't really do anything for interest. So you're trying to help yourself to get to 50 as soon as you can. Now, right now, I'm level 5. Everyone else is still level 4. And on top of that, I actually, I have no gold. And if you look at everybody else, they have at least 14, or let's see, 13 here. But let's play it out. I think my team is really strong, so that's why I'm not really worried about spending gold. And as it turns out, we are almost certainly much stronger than our opponent here, so we will beat them senseless. And you can see a little blue bar underneath, that's their mana bar, and when their mana bar gets full, they will do their ability. And Terrorblade turns into a big demon, which is really sweet. As you can see, I'm still at 100 health, I'm level 5, and now I've got these little flames going around. So if you look at the top left, there's this little button here. If you click it, it'll show you who's win streaking, it'll show you their net worth, so how much gold they have, it'll also show you everything that they have in play, everything they have on the bench, and it will show you what alliances they have, global items. So this is where you will look to see what all your opponents are doing. It's very nice. So you want to make sure that you keep looking at that. For our example, don't really care. The bots are really bad. So I have 7 gold, and now I'm still kind of, I feel like my team is pretty strong. My concern now is making sure that I get my economy together. So, and what I mean by that is I want to try to get to 10 so that I can start getting interest. The problem is I've got 2 bat riders, and my bat riders are knights. So I want to make sure I can get him to level 2 and put him in so that I can try to get to 4 knights. These warlocks don't really do much for me, so I'm just going to sell them. I can just drag those in there. Boom. Now I've got 9. So the question is, do I sell one of these to get to 10 for the interest, or is it worth holding one and missing out on the interest? And because I have 2 of them, I think it's worth holding on to. I need 6 more experience in order to get to the next level, and since I only get 1 per turn, it would take 6 turns before I naturally get to level 6. I can always spend 5 gold and get 4 experience, but if I do that, that'll only take me to 6, so that doesn't really do much. So I probably won't level up until I get to 4 experience, because if I'm at 4 of 8, I can spend 5 gold, and then it'll take me to the next level because I'll have 8 of 8 experience and go to level 6. I don't think I need any of these units. They're not knights, and I kind of want to play with my knights. So we're going to go to the next round. Here we go. We're playing against Salbot, who's also undefeated. And he's got 4 level 1 units, so we are probably going to... what you're going to see when you play on easy is the bot doesn't really spend anything, so it's really just about learning here. And I promptly beat him down. So now I've got 10 gold. So let's see about our interest. Round 8, 5 base gold, 1 interest. I'm on a winning streak, so I got an extra gold, and then I had a victory, so now I'm at 17. Well, I now have 2 Terrorblades. So if I buy the first one, like I said, look, now this one's glowing, so that means if I buy it, it'll turn to a level 2 unit, and I will do that. Now I've got 11 gold left. I don't really need anything here. I'm at 3 of 8 experience, so once I get 1 more experience, I can pay 5 gold to go up 4 experience, and that'll take me to the next level. And yeah, so now we've got 2 level 2 units, we've got a couple level 1s, and 2 Chaos Knights, so hopefully we can find a 3rd Chaos Knight. So, and they're going to fight Gina, and we are, again, probably going to stop Gina down, because we have a level 2 Terrorblade, and level 2 Terrorblade does a lot more damage. Range attack, 4 cells is 100 bonus damage, and 75 to attack speed. So, much better as a level 2 unit than it is a level 1 unit. We are going to round 9. And so now I found another knight. I'm at 20 gold. So now I could go up to 4 knights. And the way I say that is I've got 1 knight on my bench. If I buy this Luna, I could exchange maybe an anti-mage or something like that and get into 2 more knights. But I'm probably not going to do that. My team is really strong right now. So even though right now I could spend 5 gold to go up 4 and be on the next level, which would be level 6, that would also cost me an extra interest, because instead of getting 2 interest, I'd only get 1. So the question is my team strong enough in its current configuration that it's worth it to risk not leveling right now to be able to get the extra extra gold? So I think it is. The cool thing though is once the round starts, it locks in your interest. So right now I have 20 gold. So if I start the round, the game will think I have 20 for interest purposes, and then I can buy this Luna as my 4th knight, and even though I'll be at 18 gold, I'll still gain my interest. So let's show you. So we're not going to buy anything. We're just going to fight. See what happens. So he's got some assassins from Simon Bot. They're going to jump behind me and try to fight me. And I will almost certainly just... So, open my shop while this is going on. Buy this. I definitely want it. And I'll close my shop again. We did win. And what happens now? Let's check and see what the money says. We're at 19. All right, 5 base gold, 2 interest, 2 winning streak, and a victory. 10 gold total. So now we're at 28. So we are slamming. Now, we are now going into round 10, when round 10 is one of our creep rounds. So what that means is the creeps are going to spawn, and we're going to fight them, and then from there, we will be able to pick another item. I need 2 more gold in order to get to 30, but that's not going to happen. Because I'd have to either sell my Luna, which is my 4th knight, or I'd have to sell both of these Bat Riders, and this is also my 4th knight, so I don't want to do that. I could also maybe sell a Chaos Knight, but again, I've got 2 Chaos Knights, so I don't want to do that, and I don't want to sell my Omni Knight because he's also one of my other knights. So, because of all that, we are just going to hang tight. Actually, I probably want to buy this Anti-Mage, because if I get 3 level 2 Anti-Mages, he turns into a level 3. So we will hang out here, and let's hit play. Here come these golems, and, you know, big golem, small golem. We're just going to fight them all, see what happens. As you can see, here's their mana goes up, and you get mana for attacking and for being attacked. So those guys down, and because we won, we will be able to get better items than if we had lost. So let's see. Let's see what items we have. Blade Mail, Fall from Grace, Big Time Contract. So there's 2 different types of items. There's items you put onto a unit, which is like things that give it health or reflects damage. I'm going to pick Fall from Grace. Fall from Grace is, and you can click to this bottom tab, and you can see all the items you have. This is a global item. It just always affects. So your human items count as Heartless. So if I go to my top tab, now you can see I've got 1 Heartless. I don't have the 2nd Heartless right now. But I now have a Bat Rider, so I can get this Bat Rider in, and I still have 33 gold. I can also buy this Abaddon. Now, Abaddon is an undead knight, so if we had 2 undeads, we would be able to get the bonus. Well, so let's pay the 3. If I take this Abaddon, and let's say I replace this Chaos, now my humans count as undead. See this? Undead, Heartless. Well, I call it undead, but he's Heartless. He's a Heartless Knight, so they count as human, and he counts as... Does it count as... Actually, that's a good question. Oh, so they count... human units count as Heartless instead when counting alliances. So I actually... instead of a human bonus, now I have the undead bonus, or the Heartless bonus, which is better. So all my enemies lose 5 armor, which is great. So now I have to decide... Let's look... I need 2 more experience to go to level 6. I could be greedy again and say, even though I could put in this Bat Rider as my 4th knight, or I could put in Luna as my 4th knight, I would have to spend 5 gold I don't really want to do that because I still think I can just get the interest of the 3 here from 30. So let's go to our item tab. I'm going to get this hood. I will put my hood onto my demon, and then we will play our round. And now, once the round starts, I'm going to open my shop because my 30 is locked in, so I got my 3 interest coming. I'm going to buy this Omni Knight because that will give me 2 Omni Knights to be able to hopefully be able to get a 3rd Omni Knight. So I've got 2 Chaos Knights, 2 Omni Knights, and I only got 1 Luna, but hopefully it'll work out. So I did end up beating them down, and now let's take a look at our gold situation. That was round 12, and it didn't show me. All right then, well, I still have 1 more round until level 6. I'm at 39 gold, so being on 39, I'm just going to sell that anti-mage and go to 40 so that I can make sure that I get 4 big interest. Interest is great. And then once the round starts, I will buy the Bat Rider, and then I will get 1 XP after the round, and it'll take me to level 6 instead of me spending 5. So I'm being greedy. In a regular game, you might be more willing to spend it to go to the next level if your team's not very strong. But I think my team is really strong, so I'm not actually too terribly worried about it. And as we said, everything is coming up roses, Demon Hunters and Knights. Let's open my shop. I'm gonna buy this Bat Rider, and now that I've got a level 2 and a level 1, I still need to get 2 more level 2 Bat Riders in order to be able to make a level 3. So, all right. Now it says 5 of 6, so I can place another unit on the board. And so these little squares that are on here that are like just outlines, that means I've got the units, I just don't have them on my board. So I want to put another knight on board, and I'm going to put this Bat Rider on board. So now I've got 4 knights. So knights units now take 40% less damage if they're standing 1 cell away from another knight, or they take 20% if they're not standing. So either way, it's still pretty good. I've got 53 gold. Now, just to show you how the refresh button works, I don't want to buy any of these. So I'm just going to hit this little refresh button over here. You can see, refresh. And wow. So I ended up having 2 units here that I can buy that will turn into level 2. Now, if I do that, I'll go below 51 gold, so I won't be able to gain the interest. But, I mean, 2 level 2 units that are knights is very strong. So I'll buy this Omni Knight. Now I've got a level 2. And I'll also buy this Chaos Knight. And now I have a level 2. I'm going to buy Luna.
Ready to answer the call.
If I get 1 more Luna, I'll have a level 2 Luna as well. So check it out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 level 2 units. We are doing very well. 4 of them are knights. We are killing them. So let's press play and see what happens. And again, we can kind of see what's going on. It's when you're playing on easy, you almost certainly will just beat them down. They're not good. All right, getting all the interest, got base gold, got a victory. Now, I think I probably want to end up at some point being able to have 6 knights and then some number of warlocks, because warlocks are very good. So I'm going to buy this Witch Doctor because he's a warlock. And I'm going to, just to show you again, I can refresh. And this time I've got a Chaos Knight here, but again, I'm on 50, so I'm going to wait until the round starts before I buy it. So, round starts. They're going to start fighting, and then let's open this up. I'm going to buy this Chaos Knight. So we're going to try to build level 3 units. Because that is the name of the game. Now, you can go all the way up to level 10 and put 10 units on board, but most of the time, you're good staying around level 8 and just re-rolling until when you're over 50 gold, just using your interest and your normal round gold to be able to build level 3 units. But that's a whole other strategy that we're not talking about right now. So it's round 15, which is a creep round, which is the dogs. And what the dogs do, they're like these assassin dogs, and they'll come in and they'll jump behind you. So for our purposes, we don't care that they jump behind us because we have knights, but I'm just going to show you, you probably still want to flip your board so that they jump in front of your best units. We've got 59. I don't want to buy anything, so I'm just going to hang on to that. And here they go. And here come the dogs. They're going to jump, and now we are going to fight them. And again, the big thing here is that if you beat them, you're going to get better items than you would if you lost them. So, and we are thoroughly going to beat them down. And it's just a draft game. I mean, so now I've got these items. I'm going to take this Skull Basher because it does extra damage and a 25% chance to deal an extra 100 damage and stun a target for 1.5 seconds. So let's get our guys back together. Boom, boom, boom. And I can also give this Skull Basher to something. So I'm going to give it to our guy here, just because I want to. Now I've got 69 gold. I can only gain 5 interest every round. So even though I have 69, it's irrelevant. So 13 experience away from the next level. So in order to go up to level 7, it would cost me, let's see, 20 gold, right? Because, so 13, 14, 15, 16, so it would cost me, when you pay 5 gold, you're going to get 4. But in order to get up, I need to be able to buy essentially 16 experience in order to do that. So it's going to cost me 20 gold. If I spend 20 gold, that'll take me to 49. So I could go up to level 7 and then sell this Bat Rider and then add Luna. So let's show you. So I've got 69. I will spend 5. And now I'm at 7 XP. I'll spend 5 more. I'm at 11. Spend 5 more. I'm at 15. And then I'll spend 5 more, and now I'm at level 7. So the higher level you get, the more chances you have of getting really much better units. So now I'm having a much better chance of getting tier 4 units. I still have no chance of getting tier 5 units. So I'm going to sell my Bat Rider, so I go up to 50. But now you can see I'm at 6 of 7, so I'm going to place my Luna here. I could also place my Troll if I wanted to, because that'll give me 2 Trolls. And if you look, let's look at what 2 trolls do. All troll units gain plus 35 attack speed, and other allies gain plus 10 attack speed. So if I replace this, so now I've got 2 trolls, and I have 4 knights, and 50 gold. And I still have 2 Lunas here, so I can still upgrade. I can get another 2 Abaddons to go him to level 2. So we are in pretty good shape. So we're on 50, we're just going to hit play. And for knights, when you play them, normally you're just going to be trying to get to level 8. Once you're over 50 gold, you just use your interest every round and just reroll until you get as many level 3s as you can. So we're going to play a full game. I know this could be a long video. I mean, at this point, I'm sure you've gotten the basics, but if you want to see just a full game, we're going to do that. So, all right, here's my Luna now.
Just what I was waiting for.
And so now the question is a level 2 Luna better than the Troll? It probably is, so I'm going to put Luna in. And I'm going to give Luna this Claymore because Luna will be doing much more damage. So now she's doing 140, he was doing 100. Let's see, he's doing 130 with it, and she's doing 110. So the difference is the reason I give it to her is she have these glaives, and the glaives deal 30% less damage with each bounce, and it bounces between enemies. So being able to do extra damage is much more valuable on Luna than it is on Anti-Mage. So we are at 20. We need 20 experience in order to go to the next level. So 20 divided by 4 would be 5. So we would need to level up 5 times, which would be 25 gold. Just to show you, I'm going to do it. So we spent 25. Now we're at 35 gold. I'm going to put this troll in just for fun and just kind of show you. And we're at 35. So that means that we will only be able to get 3 experience this time. So we're gonna fight it out. And as you can see, our team is super duper strong, and our opponents are taking their time. So because we didn't lose any guys,
My means may be
so
cruel,
we won,
but
and at the very top it'll show
just.
we did 16 damage to them. So, and as you can see over here, you can see everybody's life totals. We're still at 100 because we have not lost. We did gain a bunch of gold there, so we're back at 45. And none of these help us because none of them are trolls or demon hunters. So we're just going to close our shop and just go to the next round. And we're not over 50. Once we get over 50, we will just spend our interest and try to collect as many knights as we possibly can. Again, we are very, very strong, and everyone else is poopy. That's the best way to put it. So I'll try to get through these rounds quickly because we are so far ahead. I might want this Viper for later on. Now I'm at 54, so I'm going to re-roll to see if we can find any Knights. I found one, so now I've got 2 more Chaos Knights, and again I need to have 3 level 2 Chaos Knights in order to make them a level 3. So we're just going to sit and wait. And here comes round 19. We did another 16 damage. So what we really want to see is another Warlock, so then we can have 2 Warlocks. Alright, we do have another Chaos Knight, so we'll buy that. And for round 20, what's going to happen is you're going to see these bears that come out, and you want to make sure that you fight the right bear before you fight the left bear. So there's going to be a bear that comes over here, and you want to place your units so that they fight him first. So I'm going to place my guys over here so that they fight him first. And we're at 61. I don't need anything here. So we remember we're gonna, once we're at level 8 for knights, we're just gonna re-roll looking for more knights. So we found an Omni Knight, we found a Witch Doctor, and we found another Luna. So we're back at 50.
We ride.
And let's get this round started. Let's see if we can beat these bears. And don't feel bad. Like, if you end up losing to these creeps, they kill you all the time. So don't feel bad if they kill you, because if you play enough Underlords, they will kill you. Like, but we thoroughly beat them down. No big deal. And now we're going to be able to choose another item. I'm going to get another Skull Basher, and I'm going to give this Skull Basher to my Anti-Mage. Now, right now, I want to get my Knights closer together. So I'll put it like this. So now that these 4 Knights are closer together, this one, Abaddon, is close by, and we're at 60. So, like I said, we're just going to keep rolling, looking for more Knights, because we are so far ahead. Nothing here for us. And now I do have another Abaddon. So now, if I spend the 3 on Abaddon to make him a level 2, it'll take me below my 50 gold, which is fine. No big deal. So I got a level 2, and I'll just buy this Bat Rider as well. And now our team is looking really crazy. So we are still winning. We're still looking for another Witch Doctor so that we can have a level 2 Witch Doctor. And we would also try to find another Warlock so that way we can have 2 Warlocks. So Alchemist is a Warlock. I don't know if he's the one that I want. But just to kind of show you, I will I'll buy this Alchemist. And I will replace my guy here. So now I have a second Warlock. And I will give this Smasher to Abaddon. And now you can see I ran out of room on my bench. So I'm going to sell that Viper so I can buy another Omni Knight so I can start working on my level 2 Omni Knight. And we're going to keep rolling. Well, there's now I've got a level 2 Omni Knight. So now that I've got 2 level 2s, I still need 3 more Omni Knights to make a level 3. So we're still just going to hang out.
Today
now that I've got 2 Warlocks,
for
whenever,
tomorrow may
I'll show you
never
what that
come.
does. Whenever a Warlock casts a spell, they link with an ally with the lowest health for 2 seconds. And when either hero deals damage, both units will have damage. So having 2 Warlocks is really good. Makes your guys pretty good. The Warlock that I have isn't the one that I want. I'd rather have a Heartless Warlock. That way I can try to get more negative armor. But it is what we have. Alright, speaking of a Heartless Warlock, there's Necrophos. So I'm going to sell this guy. So now I got 7. I'm going to buy Necrophos. I'm going to put him into play. And then I'm also going to buy Luna.
The time for
remember,
prayer
I've got
has
another
ended.
Luna, so
Now is the
2.
time for blood.
And we're going to reroll. There's another Chaos Knight. So now I have to decide, do I want to keep playing these Demon Hunters? So I'm going to sell my Demon Hunters. So I'm going to buy this Chaos Knight. And I'm going to put in this additional Chaos Knight. So now I've got all of these knights. I've got 5 knights, so I'm still missing 1 knight to be able to be on 6. And there he is. That's Dragon Knight. That'll be my 6th knight. So now I'm going to replace that Chaos Knight with a Dragon Knight, and now I've got 6 knights. So now I'm taking 50% less damage. But I do want this Abaddon as well. So I have to make a decision. Like, I don't want to sell my Chaos Knights because I'm working on level 3 there. I'm working on level 3 here. 1 more for a level 2 Witch Doctor. I also need 1 more for level 2 here, and I've got level 2 here. So all these I want. So I'm going to just sell my weakest one. I'll sell this Bat Rider. Now, there's other things you can do to not have to sell stuff, but that's a little bit more advanced. You don't need to worry about that right now. I'm going to buy this Abaddon. And I'm going to roll again. There's another Necrophos. So I'm going to sell that Bat Rider. Get this Necrophos. Let's reroll. There's my Witch Doctor. So now I've got level 2 Witch Doctor. And I also have an Omni Knight and an Abaddon coming. So if we look at my pieces here, I've got a level 2 Omni Knight. So I definitely want to buy this Omni Knight when the round starts. I also have a level 2 Luna. But I also have 2 other Lunas. So because I'm so close, I'm closer to level 3 Luna than I am level 3 Abaddon, then I'm going to just buy an Omni Knight. So I need to equip. We'll just equip this over here, and we'll start our round. All right, now that the round started, I'm going to buy this Omni Knight. And then we're going to hope here in the next couple of rounds that we finish off some of these level 3s so you can see what they look like. And I did 17 damage to them. Surprise. And we're getting more gold, so we're at 58. Okay, so now I've got another Dragon Knight. So, what do? I am going to sell this Abaddon. I'm going to buy this Dragon Knight. We're going to reroll. So now there's another Abaddon, but my bench is full. So, and I want to keep everything that I have here, so I'm going to overlook that. No knights. And then there's another Abaddon, but again, I don't have any space. So, we're just going to continue. We still are looking for 2 Chaos Knights, 2 Omni Knights, 1 Dragon Knight, 1 Necrophos, all this stuff on our bench. We're looking to try to get more. And Athenabot is at 12 life, and we are definitely going to be doing more than 12 damage. So Athenabot is going to get knocked out, and there she is, 8th place. I guess I could have rolled again. Alright, nothing here for us. So we're going to roll. There's our Dragon Knight. So now we've got a level 2 Dragon Knight. We'll buy the Abaddon this time because we have room. And now it's round 25, which is going to be a couple of birds. And for the birds, you just fight them. And they do dodge a lot, but if your army's strong enough, or your crew's strong enough, you'll end up defeating them. You don't have to worry about it. But again, if you lose, no big deal. You just get a worse item. And for us, when you play knights, usually your biggest worry would be evasive creatures. So you're looking for something that will do critical damage. I don't know. I wouldn't worry too much about switch items, but if you have a Luna on your team, we just always want to make sure she's doing as much damage as possible. So I'm going to buy this Sacred Relic, and I'm going to give the Sacred Relic to Luna, and then I'm going to take this Claymore, and I'm going to give it to my Dragon Knight. None of these are knights, so we're going to continue rolling. Oh, there's a third Luna.
No one is safe.
So now we're working into Luna level 3. Again, there's nothing here for us. There's a Viper, so there is something called a Dragon Alliance. And the Dragon Alliance is all dragon units unlock an additional draconic ability if you have 2 dragons. And then, so for him, he turns into this green dragon at level 1, red dragon turns into level 2, and so he poisons them, attacks, damage all enemy units 1 cell away for 50% damage, so like, it's crazy. And that's where Viper comes in, because Viper is another dragon. But we are at level 8, so in order to get him in, we would have to either take away one of our warlocks, or we go to level 9, and we will certainly just be going to level 9 and turn on our level 2 Dragon Knight. So, here we go. Now you can see here on the left side, we're playing against Genobot. We're playing against a ghost. This is not the actual player because there's an odd number of players. So basically the game just clones one player at random and then you play that person. So you can take damage from them, but they can't take any damage from you because they're just a ghost. And we are going to, with our interest here, so you can see these players are at level 10, level 10, level 10, level 10, level 10, level 9, 9, and we're at 8. We don't really care because our team is crazy strong, but just to show you, I'm going to spend some gold and go up to level 9. I will place my Viper onto the board, and now if we go to I now have my Dragon Alliance, so now you'll see Dragon Knight's going to transform into something. And let's hit play. So just take a look at Dragon Knight off to the right side. Before he was just a knight, and now, boom. Badass dragon. Killed him. Yeah. Dragon Knight is very good. And level 2 Dragon Knight is even better. So, I have not seen a level 3 Dragon Knight, mostly because everyone knows the Dragon Knight's good, so he's harder to get. And the thing is that we're all playing from the same pool of units, and there's only a certain amount of units per level, so every Dragon Knight that I have is one less Dragon Knight that somebody else can have. We're at 42, so I'm just going to hang out at 42. I'm not going to reroll. I'm going to try to get back up to 50. So we don't have anything in the shop that we want to buy, so we'll hang out, and we'll just go to the next round, round 28. Our Dragon Knight will continue to murder everyone. I don't know that we've lost that in a long time. Our heroes have just been... Our crew's just been chunking everybody for 20 damage or whatever it is now. 19. And for me, I'm just going to keep trying to get over 50, and then once we get over 50, we will use some of that gold. All right, well, here's a Viper, so now I'm 1 away from level 2 Viper, and we're at 51 gold. I already have a level 2 Witch Doctor, and I don't have any more space, so we will just hang out, and we'll go to round 29. Genobot is in trouble. She's at 9 health, and no level 2 units. So that probably means Genobot. Now, Genobot didn't take any damage because Genobot had a item called Aegis that if you were to lose, instead of losing, all you would do is you just take 0 damage, and then you lose your Aegis. So we're at 64, so we're back up above 50, so let's do some rolling and see if we can find some more knights that we need. Does not appear. Oh, there's an Abaddon, but again, we are closer to other level 3s than we are to Abaddon, so we're going to skip it, and we didn't find another one, so now we're going to fight against these dinos, and these dinos are really messed up because not only do they have a bunch of HP, they heal, they also do like magic damage, and unless your team is pretty stacked, they will end up killing you. Fortunately for us, our team is completely stacked, so we don't have to worry about it. We would like to see a Necros. We're going to choose Scythe of Vice. When the equipped hero takes damage, transform the offending unit into a pig. We like turning things into pigs. So there's my Necrophos, so let's buy that. So now we have a level 2 Necrophos. And I'm going to put this Scythe onto my Omni Knight, and then the next thing that hits my Omni Knight will turn into a pig. And obviously, pigs don't do too much damage. So let's roll. Let's see if we can find some more pieces we need. We could use a Witch Doctor. We can try to build into level 3 there. And here's our other Omni Knight. So I'm going to sell this Witch Doctor to make space. And then after the round starts, I will buy this Omni Knight, because if I buy it now, I'll go below 50 and I won't get my 5 interest. So. And we've got Tyrobot, who's at... As well as Andersbot. Our host is fighting against Andersbot. Alright, so let's buy this Omni Knight before the round ends. So we only need one more Omni Knight in order to be level 3. So, let's see if we can find him. There's that Abaddon again. Man, we've seen a lot of Abaddons. But, again, we have made the decision to work on other things. So, no knights here. There's a Luna. And we will sell our Abaddon to get this extra Luna.
Selemene's chosen arrives.
And there's another Luna. So I'll show you what I was talking about with that little secret. Is even though, see, it says I've got 9 on board, I can actually put a unit onto the board to make space. And then I can buy this Luna, right?
In the light of Selemene's service.
If the round starts and you have too many units, it basically just selects one at random, and if you don't have any space on your bench, it'll delete it. So you really don't want to kind of mess around with this if you don't know what you're doing, because I can attest to having important units being destroyed. So, since we're getting towards the end of the game, and these people, we just want to kill them as quickly as possible, we're going to roll until we can try to find level 3s. So, we got a level 2 Viper now.
Enough with the games.
We're going to buy this Abaddon. We'll buy Witch Doctor, and we're just going to spend a bunch of gold and see what happens. We'll buy this Viper, and we're going to see if there's another Witch Doctor, so let's do this. And now we've got another level 2 Witch Doctor. And again, I'm just spending all of my gold right now because I can. I'm not going to be able to build a level 3 Dragon Knight because it's only a 20% chance of getting it, and I still need to get 6 more. So even if I buy this, I still need 5 more of them, and I only have a 20% chance of seeing them. So I'm going to pass on that. Here's another Abaddon, so I'm going to put that one on the bench. And here's my Omni Knight, so I've got a level 3 Omni Knight, so I can take this off. And we're still spending all of our gold. Here's a Chaos Knight. I only need 1 more Chaos Knight. Here's another Witch Doctor. Nothing for us here. And I can just spin it, and now I have 1 gold, I have nothing left. But now we've got level 3 Omni Knight, level 3 Luna, level 2 Viper, and we're 1 away from a level 3 Chaos Knight, 4 away, from a level 3 Abaddon, and we're 2 away from a level 3 Witch Doctor. But we have no gold. So, doesn't really matter because everyone else's army is nowhere in the vicinity of as good as ours. And if we see a Chaos Knight, I mean, I'm just going to try to burn through these last couple of turns. Nothing here for us, so I'm just going to hit play, go to the next round. He's got a lot of life, so even if we go for like 2, which he probably will, still gonna take 4 turns to kill.
This is why we fight.
And sometimes people's crews are really, really strong, so they sometimes just wipe you out like this. Happens. All right, round 35 or 34. There's our Chaos Knight. So now we've got level 3 Chaos Knight, 3,000 HP, 3360 Omni Knight, 2,000 Luna, but it does 215 damage a second. This does 262, 154. So these guys, they don't mess around. We can spend some more gold. We want this Witch Doctor, so now we only need 1 more Witch Doctor, and then there's another Dragon Knight. So we're going to stay on 10 for now, and see what happens. I mean, we're going to win. That's not really a question anymore. But we did play a bot. So we can't deal any damage to Salbot, so unfortunately. If I had more gold, I could go to try to get up to level 10, but that's going to require 31 XP, well now 30, which would be, so if I take 32 divided by 4, that'd be 8, and 8 times 5 is 40, and I am nowhere close to 40 gold to be able to spend to do that. Round 35 is the huge dragon. I'm going to put Omni Knight here because it has Scythe of Vice, and this will turn this big dragon into a pig. And there he is. He's a pig. Okay. And maybe we will see another Witch Doctor. I'm a level 3 Witch Doctor. I guess I will take this Daedalus. I'm going to give it to Luna. I will give this Sacred Relic to to Dragon Knight, and I will give this Claymore to Necrophos. Everybody's got an item. Everyone gets an item. And we're at 23. I'm just going to spend the gold down because I don't think this game is going to last long enough for us to do anything else. We're not going to be able to see level 3 Abaddon, almost certainly. Alright, and I will just sell these Abaddons and see if we can find another Witch Doctor, which we do not. And I will sell these 2. And Witch Doctor. No. Alright, so no Witch Doctor for us. We will just have to deal with our insane army. That'll be 15 to kill Ellenbot, unless Ellenbot has an Aegis item, which Ellenbot did. So we're gonna go to round 37. Again, I don't think we're gonna be able. We've only got pretty much like 2 rounds left in this game because they're gonna take a bunch of damage. So let's see if we can just find the Witch Doctor, which we do not. All right, now we are playing against both players, so the game is probably going to end because we are going to smoke both of them. Because our Ghost is going to kill Ellenbot, and our real player is going to kill Salbot. is. Both players got knocked out. We are the big winner. And that is how you play Dota Underlords. I don't get any experience or anything because I was just playing for fun. I can look at my stats. It shows you what my army was, what my global items, what my final crew looked like, how much damage we dealt, all that. And the scoreboard. This will show what everyone else was doing, what items they had, how we won all of our rounds, and yeah. So that is pretty much it. If you have any questions, you're always welcome to drop me a comment on the video if there's something I missed, whatever it is. Also, you can find me on all the social medias at RobAJG. Feel free to drop me a message if you think we can do something a little bit better. But yeah, that is basically the game, and there are other advanced techniques that we will discuss later, but this is just your basic how do you play, and that's it. So remember, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and we will see you in our next video. Talk to you soon.